Hi, my name is Bob and I'm renovating this 1973 Egg Harbor Sportfish boat. Well, hello and welcome to Renovation Sportfish. I have to mention as I start off here that we are in the midst of the COVID-19 virus here, and yeah, you're first noticing that I shaved off my beard. Did a little earlier than I wanted to, but I had a bad habit of touching my face all the time. And hopefully everybody's practicing what they're supposed to be doing with social distancing and all those kind of guidelines. Here, as far as the boat project goes, it's kind of what I normally do. I'm working in my little plastic bubble here by myself, and so, or at my home shop, and so it shouldn't really affect the boat project too much. Actually, if there is a positive from it, if you can spin a positive on it, my social calendar is basically clear, and hopefully that translates to a little more progress on the boat. But we'll see how that works out. Anyways, we're going to concentrate on boat building. That's what you tuned in to see, and that's what I'm here to do. So in this episode and the next episode, we're going to kind of finish off everything that I've been working on the interior here, basically the overhead. I do a little work over here to my left right now on the entrance to the cabin area and the overhead above my head right now in this galley area. So all the clips you're going to see in this video were shot in April of 2019 after this clip. Even the closing, which I normally don't use an old closing, I always do it. But I actually wore the same sweatshirt just to give a little continuity to the video. So yeah, just in case there's any confusion, you know, I do some clips now normally in 2020 when I'm putting these out. But now that I'm doing video stuff, most of the clips in the videos, basically all of them, were filmed a year ago. So with that, let's get into a little bit of boat restoration. So now that the ceiling beams are all varnished, now I can start working on the area above me here, which is the going to be some access panels for getting to the helm seat bolts, some electrical wiring, and there'll be a couple of lights. So today I'm going to try to get some supports done to actually hold the panels in once I had the panels done. Then I can start doing the thinking about how I'm going to do the trim up there. So that's the task for today. Cut these pieces to match the curvature of the ceiling beams, and I just marked them where I'm going to cut them off. Curvature is all the same the whole way across. So there's 4 of them to put in, and then I'll cut them to the right length and try to fit them a little bit more. hello everybody. It's the weekend and finally back. We had a little bit of a cold snap yesterday. I had a little sleet and whatever, so I wasn't over here. But I did get a few things done at home. The other day when I was here, a couple days ago, I had finished putting in these, I'm calling them support pieces, but they're just some blocking basically, so when I have something to screw the access panels to. An access panel in this area and in this area. That way I can get to any wiring. This is where the helm seat is bolted down. This area I'll have a couple recessed lights. So I got all that done. I just spent probably a good 45 minutes kind of sanding everything flush. That wasn't too fun, so I didn't bother even filming it. It was just sanding. So I got that done. So now I'm going to start today fitting some trim in here. I'd like to get it all trimmed out, but we'll see how that goes. I've really been struggling on what I'm going to do up here for trim. Been through many ideas, and some were a little too complicated and a little too finicky. I thought, it's not going to look right, and I'm never going to get the pieces to fit right. So I think I settled on something. I brought over a bunch of trim pieces ranging from 1.5 inches to 1 3/4 inches, whatever, just scraps that I cut down nice and square. So I'm going to just try them up here and see what I like and what fits where, and go from there. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing today, and hopefully by the end of today I have something that looks halfway decent. So I'm going to get started on it. Well, I'm going to try to put a piece of trim up there, but you'll see what the issue is and why I have this tape on here. So I put this piece of trim up here, and of course all these beams are all different heights. This beam is different than the beam over on this side, which you may not even be able to see. Go there, there you go. So this beam over here is different height than this beam on this side. So the problem, you can see in here, there's like a gap. If I just put the trim up without pushing it or forcing it in, there's a gap over here, and it gets tighter over here. So this piece right here is too low on this side, so I'm going to attempt to trim off a little of this piece here so that it sits flush. I'll trim some off of that, and hopefully not off the piece of trim I'm going to put up, but yeah, that little piece has got to be trimmed. So I'm going to attempt it with a oscillating tool, because I don't think it's going to work good with a sander. So I don't know, we're going to give it a shot here. Now I got a fairly decent fit there, and that should work. So I think that piece is good to go. We'll sand it down and we'll attach that in here, maybe round off this edge, I'm not sure yet, but yeah, the side's fitting good, pretty happy with it. So after much fiddling around, this is what we came up with. Gap isn't too bad up there. And then I've got this piece, like a little 3/4 inch wide by about an inch deep piece. And it just bends and conforms to the arc on the ceiling beam piece there. And I got another piece over here just kind of clamped on, that'll go on that side. We'll look at the other side, and that's how it's gonna fit. I'm not gonna get fancy on the corners, just gonna keep it end cuts like that. Because I think it would be very difficult to do anything else. You look this way. There it is. So these will be cut off probably before this beam right here on both sides. But that's it for now. It's just fitting in there. It's got to be fitted a little better, but that's how it's going to look. pieces. I got a little carried away screwing in one of the end screws. You'll notice that there is a clamp on that piece. What happened is I drilled it and the screw split the end of the molding. You know, it's one of those oh crap moments, but you get those all the time. So what I did was I just let the screw in with the split, and I grabbed some West Systems 610 epoxy and just squirted it into the crack, got it in there really good, and I let the screw out so the wood would reclose itself and the crack would reclose. Then I kind of cleaned it up a little and put a clamp on there to hold it together so that when I screwed it in for the second time, it wouldn't split apart again. Should be fine. Well, just to show everybody, I do actually get out of this plastic bubble once in a while. Sun's not down today. Thought I was going to go home, but as I was unzipping my shrink wrap door here, I noticed that the zipper was, the thread on the zipper that holds it on is coming undone. I've repaired it many times, and this thread just doesn't, made to be on a boat for 2 years, you know, the sun kills it. So, anyways, I guess I gotta end the day with my needle and thread and doing a little sewing. So, anyways, I'll see you guys soon.